Daniel, wake up. Pappy wants to talk about the Grand Inquisitor in Brothers Karamazov, Freedom versus Security, Daniel. It's the eternal human struggle. But what if the most profound exploration of this tension came from a single chapter in a 19th century Russian novel that's more relevant today than ever?
Pappy, you're talking about the Grand Inquisitor from Dostoevsky's masterpiece, right? The way it captures our modern dilemmas is chilling.
Without question. Picture this scene. Jesus returns to earth during the Spanish Inquisition, and instead of being welcomed, he's immediately arrested. It's like the ultimate institutional betrayal.
Hmm. And what happens next, Pappy, is even more fascinating. This powerful cardinal, the Grand Inquisitor, visits Jesus in his cell and tells him, "We've improved your work by taking away the freedom you gave humanity."
You know what's wild? The Inquisitor's argument sounds precisely like what we hear from tech companies today. Trust us with your data, give up some freedom, and we'll make your life better. It's the same bargain, just in a different wrapper.
Well, that's what makes this story so relevant. The Inquisitor claims that 99% of people would rather have security than freedom. Looking at our digital habits, maybe he was onto something.
Consider this. Studies show that 70% of people click accept all cookies without reading the terms. The Inquisitor would see that as proof that humans prefer convenience over autonomy.
Oh, and don't forget how social media algorithms shape our worldview. We're letting machines decide what information we see, what products we buy, and even who we should be friends with.
Right? And here's where it gets fascinating. Throughout this entire confrontation, Jesus doesn't say a single word. He listens. The only response he gives is a kiss on the Inquisitor's lips.
That silent response speaks volumes, though. It's like when faced with all these logical arguments about control and happiness, love is the only answer that makes sense.
You know, there's a fascinating parallel between this story and modern surveillance states. Research shows that countries with heavy monitoring systems often have higher reported levels of citizen satisfaction. The Inquisitor would say, see, they're happier when they're controlled.
So, what does that say about human nature? Are we as freedom loving as we like to think?
While historical evidence suggests we're deeply conflicted, look at the Arab Spring. Millions fought for freedom, but many of those same countries later embraced even stronger authoritarian systems. The Inquisitor would argue this proves his point about humanity's inability to handle freedom.
That's such a powerful observation. And in our own lives, we're constantly making these micro choices between freedom and security.
Think about it: facial recognition for convenience, GPS tracking for safety, social credit system for a better society. Each time we accept these trades, we're proving the Inquisitor's argument that humans will always choose bread over freedom.
Though I can't help but notice how the story ends. Even after all his convincing arguments, the Inquisitor is deeply shaken by that simple kiss.
That's because Dostoevsky is suggesting something profound, that while our rational minds might agree with the Inquisitor, something more profound in our souls recognizes the truth in Christ's silence. It's like that famous quote from Pascal: the heart has its reasons, which reason knows nothing of.
And maybe that's why the story resonates so strongly today. We're all caught in the same tension between our desire for easy answers and our more profound yearning for genuine freedom.
Looking ahead, this struggle is only going to intensify as AI and surveillance technology advance. We'll face even more sophisticated versions of the Inquisitor's bargain. The question is, will we recognize it for what it is?
Well, Pappy, at least we have this 140-year-old story to remind us what's at stake. Sometimes the oldest wisdom is the most relevant to our newest challenges.
And perhaps, Daniel, that's the final lesson, that in the end, It's not arguments or logic that will save us from surrendering our freedom, but those moments of genuine human connection that remind us why freedom matters in the first place.